So we got one umpire. We need one more, but I can see she's heading down onto the field. So I reckon we're probably just going to get started with the game. DJ's got the teams lining up there. Just need to get them into the line out, and the ball has been thrown in, and we are away for the Copper Cup Final 2020. And Damo Allport first out of the line out, goes for a passing shot, but doesn't get it, and Mark Adamson straight onto the ball and headed to goal. Mark Adamson, he's got Damo chasing him, but Mark Arthur is there to back him up. Mark, doesn't quite get it. And Anthony O'Leary in behind, doesn't quite get it also, but Dan O'Leary, last man standing, ready to pick up the ball at the back of the pack. Dan O'Leary, he's got a little bit of competition in the blacks. There's a lot of blacks there. Damo gets a turn, but he hasn't got control of the ball yet. He's got plenty of white players trying to get it back off, and they're down near goal and they want it. Damo drives a pass up to Jim Rawlings. Jim, he gets a hook out by Dan O'Leary, and Dan's brought it back around the corner. Oh, but there's just too many ponies in the way. And it's still there. It's still there. We just want to clear the ball. Someone's going to clear this ball soon, I'm sure of it. Mark Adamson hits the ball back into Damo's torso. He's still there, though, for the ride-off. Damo pushing hard. Mark, he wants to get control, and Dano says, leave it. I got it. You go with the man. Dan, he's got a pretty nice straight shot to goal. He shoots it, but it goes out to the right-hand side of the post. Oh, we were close to our first score for the Copper Cup. Also, I should note, if you see the scoreboard, it currently says 1.5 goals for the LR team. That's because they are handicapped less than the MRH team, so they get a 1.5 goal start, which is not a bad way to start a final. All right, we've come off the back line, and Dan O'Leary has gotten control of the ball again. Damo's there to make it hard for him, but Dan O'Leary can shoot a big ball. He's passed it up. Mark Adamson's there. Anthony O'Leary getting the man out of the way. And that ball has gone through the goals for our very first goal of the game to MRH. So that doesn't mean they're in the lead yet. 1 goals to 1.5. So because the LR hairdressing team is a couple of goals less in handicap overall than the MRH team, they get a handicap advantage to start the game. Sometimes when we have these, you can win or lose the game off of that handicap start, so it's very important and always a good advantage to have. Anthony O'Leary comes out of the line out again. He's coming around the pack. He's tapping that ball, but he's left it there because some black players have got the hook. Jim Rawlings. Jim Rawlings got a lot of people to shoot through, though. There's a bit of hustle. Anthony O'Leary with the hustle. This man puts in some work on the field, and he's got the ball, and him and Jim Rawlings are racing down the boards. Jim gets the better of the ride-off, but doesn't get the backhand, but Damo Allport is there waiting. Damo, beautiful backhand. Oh, not quite the distance, but Jim Rawlings picks it up anyway. He was ready for it. Jim Rawlings now getting some pace up as he heads down far side of the boards. He's going to have some white players catch up to him. He gets a little check. He wants to get that angle back to the goals again, because you cannot score a goal on the sideline unless you're Thomas Hunt. Near side backhand by Dan O'Leary, and it's a big one. Driving out there to Luke. Luke gets a backhand, but there's a whole bunch of white players there for it, and Anthony O'Leary is first out of the pack. Jim goes for a big swinging hook, but it doesn't work. Anthony just misses it. And Damo and Jim doing some big work at the back here to bring it back around for the black team. Little pass out to the side by Damo up to Jim. Jim, he's just getting control. Jim's got a big driving shot on him too. So he sends it up there, but Damo's got 3 white players to compete with here, and Dan gets it, gets the turn, and Anthony is waiting out there by himself. Anthony hasn't quite got the pace though. The Damo's gaining on him just over the halfway line, and Anthony gets a beautiful shot. He drives it up. Damo wants to stop this. He's going up for the ride-off, but he hasn't quite got the pace. Anthony shoots a massive shot towards the goals, but it looks like it's gone through. Fantastic goal by Anthony. A little pass from his brother down the other end of the field, and he has taken it all the way down and shot a lovely goal over the posts in the air to bring this MRH team into the lead now by a half goal, 2 goals to 1.5. Be really great if we could please get a goal umpire down that far end. We all have to do it for ourselves, and everyone prefers to have the goal umpires there, so please, I can't see. Oh, that looks like Justine Henwood's down there for Canungra, so we just need a player from the Gold Coast, please, to get down into the goals. All right, ball is in, the line out. Oh, look at you. Nice haircut. Julian is heading down. What a legend. All right. What's happening? There's a lot of talk on the field. Communication is key, and Dan O'Leary out in front. Jim Rawlings is there, though, and the bouncing ball gets the better of Dan. And Jim, oh, massive backhand, but there's Horse's legs there. And it's left there for, oh, cute little turning play by Justin Rouse. Very nice. Setting up the black team to head back down to their goals. Mark Adamson is flying in there for a big open backhand. He gets it, and Dan O'Leary has turned up quicker than Jim. But Dan, he doesn't want to run this goal in himself. He's waiting for some runners. Woo, yes, he drives it up there. It is easily over. It's just trickling in. It's definitely in front of goals, but it hasn't quite got the distance. Backhand from Jim. Mike couldn't get there quick enough. Jim gets the backhand, and Damo Allport. Damo versus Dan. Yeah, look, I wouldn't have said it till the whistle went, but I agree. Little foul there by Dan O'Leary, and so the ball's going to be on the spot there for the LR hairdressing team. Jim Rawlings hits a lovely shot up to Damon Walport, who's out there waiting, but he doesn't quite connect with it, and there's a couple of white players ready and waiting. Dano gets that quick little turn, nice little stop from his pony, good control of the ball. Mark went for the pass, but the hook came, and MRH is back in control. Woo, yes, come on, Luke, that was a lovely little play. Look at your cute little chestnut working hard for you. Backhand by Mike. Oh, there's 2 whites, 1 black. A little bit of a messy play there. So that's going to be a penalty in favour of MRH. Unfortunately, oh, there you go. Looks like we're going 5B. So that's off the centre of the field. It's just a short little move up, but it's still a big advantage for the MRH team, who now has time to set the ball up, tee it up, and Dan O'Leary. I've definitely seen Dan O'Leary hit a ball probably close to the back line from the centre of the field. So there's a couple of ways he might play this. He might stay short, he might drive it up, but there's plenty of black players waiting up closer to the goals. Just goes for that medium shot. Up to Jim Rawlings, though. Jim stops the ball on its way. But he's all up there by himself with a couple of O'Learys, so he needs some black players. Damo, he comes flying through. Oh, Jim doesn't quite get the pass, though. He's still there on the near side with Dan O'Leary, and that first spell has gone. Dan O'Leary makes a big shot up, and there's 2 white players. Mike Arthur is running, flat tack to the ball. Belly shot. Whatever works. Anthony O'Leary and Jim Rawlings. Jim just wants to get this ball away from this white team's goal as quick as he can, but Anthony O'Leary gets a whistle, I think. A whistle or a back line by the looks of it. Behind? There you go. Anthony made a pretty funky little play there. Bring the ball back around. Made a big shot, but unfortunately not quite the accuracy, and it's gone over the back line. So that's going to be the end of... And the ball is being brought up the field by Jim Rawlings. It gets a little backwards bounce, so he gets a turn. Dano's there as well, but Jim's still got it. Jim. He needs to get this ball settled so that he can pass it up to his team, but there's plenty of white players there putting the pressure on. Damo. Nope, Dano. Dan O'Leary, his brother is ready for the pass every single time. Mark Adamson's up in front, but Anthony O'Leary is also there running hard. Jim Rawlings, he gets there first, and gets a lovely backhand. Damo is there ready for it. Oh, Damo has left it for Anthony, and Anthony has left it for Jim, and they are still heading up for the LR hairdressing goals. Just trying to get over the halfway mark. Luke checks up, gets a little forward movement. Jim Rawlings comes in behind on the near side. He's getting harassed by Anthony O'Leary, who hits a stunning backhand. And it is a little bit of a horse race now. Dan O'Leary onto his brother's backhand. He's got Jim Rawlings there. Jim playing at the back, ready for any attack. He pulls him up, and Damo gets a nice backhand back to Jim Rawlings. That's a good little bit of team play there. Jim Rawlings now, but it's just Jim, and it's just a bunch of white players. Jim out on the boards to the right-hand side. He's over the halfway line, though, and I'm sure he can get a lovely next shot back to goal if he just settles this ball up. But there's still plenty of white players. He's surrounded by white players at the moment. Damo gets another little pass back up to Jim. Anthony has a chop. Mark has a chop, but it's still there. There's some sticks in the air. Dan O'Leary comes out. Oh, Dan O'Leary belts a ball into somebody, pulls it up, and everyone is stacks on the mill for a second there. Nice little left-hand pass from Dano out to Mike Arthur, and Mike just gets it up to Jim Rawlings, who goes for a cracking backhand. It had a bit of pace on it, but it got held up by some horses' legs again. A lot of backhands into horses at the moment, which is not... Woo! Jim Rawlings comes flying through, picks it up, and he is all by himself in front of the goals there. He's just got a couple of easy little shots to put it through. He taps, and puts another goal on the board now. Well, the first goal on the board for the LR hairdressing team. And that's going to put the LR hairdressing team up by a half goal over MRH. Ooh, yeah, we have a good little competition on our hands today in the Copper Cup final. Bloody nice goal by Jim Rawlings there. He just trusted himself. He got the pace up. He said, I am coming through. I'm going to get this ball. And he does, gets a goal. Ball goes into the line out. Someone's got it, I'm sure. Everyone's sort of having a chop. And Mark Adamson goes for a backhand, but there's just too many legs in the way for him to get a clear shot out. Anthony O'Leary now putting in the work on the boards. Anthony can hit the ball pretty well, hey? He's hit it up, but Damo is waiting for it, and he gets a backhand. But the first person there is Mark Adamson. Mark Adamson on a cute little chestnut pony. He's going to goal pretty hard. He gets a really nice cut shot, angle towards goal, and it is through for the score. And the crowd goes wild. Yee-hoo! There's hands up and everything. Wow, that was a nice goal. Out of the ruck comes Mark Adamson flying, gets a really nice angle cut shot through the posts, and that's going to put the MRH team back up by half a goal. We're just half a goal in it. We might just do this the whole game. That'll be a funky way to finish. That'll be a nail biter towards the end if we keep this up. All right, there's plenty of people want that ball in the line out in this game, and Jim Rawlings gets a really nice pass to Damo. Damo's out running in front, but Anthony O'Leary's got some pace, and he's put the pressure on. Damo's left it there. Jim Rawlings comes flying through. Jim, is he going to get another half a goal in it for this LR hairdressing team? Yes, he does. Very nice team play by the two boys in the blue helmets. Damo gets the first pass from Jim, gets another little shot up, takes the man in Anthony O'Leary, who was putting on some pretty aggressive chase there, and then Jim comes through. I do love a team goal. You might hear me say that a few times today. That's what it's all about in this game. There's 4 of us against 4 of us. Teamwork is very important. We have some really high-rated players sometimes playing in the lower goal polo. It seems like they're doing all the work, but what they're really doing is getting their team working for them as well. Damo with a backhand. They're headed down towards the MRH goal. Dano gets the control again. Luke thinks he might stop him, but he's just got to clear the space by the looks of things. Did the whistle go? Whistle might have gone. Looks like it. Yep. So Dan O'Leary there, he had right away the ball, and when Luke came in, he just wasn't at the right angle, and he got himself sort of underneath the shot. So once we're shooting for the ball, that is the time when you have to be out of the way. So you can't ride somebody off or get under the swing when someone is taking a full shot at the ball. So Dan just waited. He didn't do anything dangerous. He didn't swing on Luke because that's all very unnecessary. He just waited for him to either clear or for the whistle to go. So Dan O'Leary with a penalty 4 now to put the MRH team back up half a goal. Like I said, there's just a halfer in it. Very good competition. Dan's just going to take his time, circle round, nice big run up. Bit of hush in the crowd. Shut up, commentator. All right, he has a shot. He pops it up in the air, but it's gone out to the left. Oh, gave him all that silence too. Should have distracted him. Okay. LR Hairdressing is safe for another moment. They've got a backline hit. Jim Rawlings comes in off the backline, heading out to the right-hand side of the field. Oh, but he drives a big shot out to the right, and that is going to pop over to the board, over the boards, which means 8 seconds, and the MRH team is going to have a hit from the spot. This black team has to clear themselves 30 yards out of the way before they can play. Umpire counts down 8 seconds, and then it is on. Oh, Dano leaves it on the spot. Jim Rawlings turns around quickly to put the pressure on. Dan has a massive drive down to the goals, but it's gone, unfortunately, well to the left. So that means we're going to have another hit in here for LR Hairdressing. Jim might think he's going to do something differently this time, like not put it over the boards. It's a real tricky one. That turns the game around very quickly. Jim. Not quite with the same distance this time, but it's still in, and Damo is on the boards fighting Anthony. Oh, that's a bummer. Damo pops it out, and that's going to be another spot hit for the MRH team there. Damn close to goal, and Dan might have another shot this time. Change the angle up a little bit. Umpire says play. Ball gets hit. Dan shoots it up. Mark goes for a shot, but he's ridden off. It's just sitting there now for Jim Rawlings to turn it around, but Anthony O'Leary is putting some pressure on today. Jim Rawlings, another shot. It's out to the boards. He meets that right off with Anthony O'Leary, and he still gets a shot, but it's gone in towards Dano. Dano. Woo, it's a horse race as this first bell went. Jim goes for the backhand. It's there for Damo. Damo gets a backhand, and there's some players here ready to hit the ball now. Looks like Justin Rouse. Chasing Maiscartha, he's out in front. Oh, doesn't quite get it though. It's left here for Anthony. Anthony, big swing, but he's left it for Luke. Luke, beautiful pass up the field, and Damo's going to be the first on it. He's got not quite enough time to get it down to the goals. So that's the second bell of the second chukker. And we are going to, I think we're going to see a bit of this back and forth for the rest of the game as well. 3 goals to 3.5 in favour of the LR Hairdressing team. We've had just a half a goal in it for the last few goals. Some really good competition from both sides. What is the best thing to be feeding your polo ponies for your best performance? All right. The ball goes into the line out. They are hustling hard in these line outs in this game. Everyone wants the ball, but it looks like the LR team has come out on top here, and we are heading down towards the black shirts goal. Dan O'Leary gets a backhand though, and the first person onto it is his brother. Oh, he's just left it there. Mark Adamson also left it there. Mike gets a nice hook on Damo and leaves the ball sitting there for Dan. Now he's got some white players ready for a pass, and pass it he does up to his brother. Getting close to the halfway mark, Anthony does a little check. He just wants to get control and get back towards the goals, but he's heading a little bit further out to the sideline, and the black team is pouncing on them, putting the pressure on the ball here once again for Dano. Dan, he drives it up, and it is left there for Jim Rawlings. Some big work by the backs in these teams. Jim Rawlings gets a little left-hand pass to Damo. Damo went for the drive, but it didn't happen. And Anthony O'Leary pounces back around, putting in that work. Anthony O'Leary versus Jim Rawlings. It's left there, and Damo is coming, flying up onto the ball, and that is going to be a whistle in favour of the black team. So that's just going to be a spot hit there because the black team was heading in the opposite direction. So it's enough advantage for them to just have the spot hit now and be headed back towards their goals. Jim Rawlings comes in for the spot hit and drives it up there. He was looking for Damo, and Damo was running onto it, but Dan O'Leary was ready and waiting for it. Mark Adamson, nice backhand to Anthony. Anthony once again ready and running to goal. He's out on the boards. He needs to get this angle back. Jim Rawlings is chasing him down. Jim Rawlings got a better angle here. Anthony, he still has a chop, though. Never give up on that ball. It's left here for Damo Allport. Damo versus Mike. Damo versus Mike. There's some chopping and bashing, but Damo should get the better of this play. Damo passing up to Jim, but it goes too far, and Dan O'Leary's there. Luke tries to stop him with the meat, but Dan O'Leary has come around the corner. He's tapping, he's got a near side, he doesn't get it. Mark Arthur's there. There's some whites. What's going to happen? Chop, tap. And that is a goal for the MRH team. 4 goals to 3.5. It's exactly what I've expected at this point. Half a goal in it all the way through these last couple of chukkers. There is some serious hustle on the field in the Copper Cup right now. We're back at the line out now. Bit of wibble wobble on the line there. It's there, sitting there for a white shirt so far. Oh yes, Damo bursts through with the near side, misses the hook from Dan O'Leary, and now he needs to get a bit of control here. Ooh, cute little turn out of his pony there. That was very nice, Damo. Gets the drive up. The black team is there waiting, but Damo's still got it. Damo's on the charge now. Just leaves it there, but Jim Rawlings, he might get back to this first. He might save this a little attacking play. Jim gets control. He's got Mark Adamson and he's got Dano. He's hit it straight to Dan. Dan hitting it up to Mark, but Damo's come back quick as anything. Damo's on the defense. Dan O'Leary, he says, that's my line. Damo gets a nice little ride-off and a hook. Damo, calm down. Anthony O'Leary's there, though. There should have been another black shirt on Anthony O'Leary. He's out to the right-hand side of the field. Dan, his brother, has come in to help him out. He says, leave it, brother, leave it and go. You got to score this goal. No, you've got to get the man for me. I'm going to score the goal. Dano tapping. He's got one black player in defence. He's got a neck shot. He shoots at the goal and he puts it through for the score. Holy moly. That's 2 goals in a row for the MRH team. That was some brilliant teamwork by the white there. Damo thought he had to do everything. He tried. He got the ride off on one player and the hook on the next, but it wasn't quite enough. And now we've got MRH up 5 goals to 3.5. That's the biggest gap in the game since the very start before anyone had scored. This time in favour for MRH though. Through the line out and Jim Rawlings comes straight out. They're going to want this next goal, this black-shirted team. LR Hairdressing. Damo is running. He's running. Anthony comes in for a massive ride-off. He's got a near-side back shot. He gets some on it, but not quite enough. And Jim Rawlings' pony just checks and turns right in front of goal. Jim, he's bringing it around the pack. But by the looks of things, we've had a whistle. And I'm not going to claim just yet to know who that's going for. So that would be very presumptuous of me. I should know. I am watching fairly closely. Looks like it's going to be a hit for the MRH team. Oh, Jim must not have been able to come around with the ball like that. Someone else must have had the line. So Dan O'Leary sends the ball up there to his brother. There must be some brotherly connection going on. Bit of telekinetic communication, perhaps. They are playing very well, these two O'Leary boys together. Anthony putting in a massive effort on Damo, but Damo's still got it. Damo is working hard. He wants this. Damo starts, Mike Arthur gets a fantastic hook, and Jim shoots, but it goes just to the left of the post. Oh, that could have been a good one. You've just got to have a go when you're down in the goals there. Don't stuff around with it, just have a shot. Dan O'Leary comes in off the back line. He looks left, and there is some white players ready to get the pass. He lofts the ball up, and Mike Arthur's first on it. Beautiful shot by Mark Arthur over the halfway line, and he's got plenty of backup by Anthony O'Leary, but the black players are catching on him here. Mark Adamson's still there. Another driving shot up to the goals, but this time there's two black players waiting for it. Oh dear, it looks like MRH is going to come through to the goals here. Anthony's putting the hustle on. All of these LR hairdressing guys do not want them to get it. Damo comes off of a backhand from Jim Rawlings, and they're heading back up. Jim, he's running for the pass, but the hook comes from Mark Adamson, and Anthony O'Leary is back in control with some power and speed on this nice chestnut pony, and he is out in front. Justin Rouse is racing to save the goal, but Anthony O'Leary is going to put it through the posts. And that is a third goal in a row for this MRH team. 6 goals to 3.5. That's a nice little lead for this white-shirted team. But it doesn't mean that the LR hairdressing team is out of the running just yet. We've got a few, maybe a minute left or just under in this chukker. There's time to get that score tightened back up again. Ball goes in the line out. There's some calling. Hook, hook, hook. That's the first bell. The first bell goes, and Damo's getting control. Luke has a chop. There's white players there. It's there. It's come out. It's come out of the play. And Damo, he wants to get down the end of this. He wants to get down the end of this field and get as close to his goals as he can. Really nice cut shot. But Anthony O'Leary is putting in the hard yards here. Oh, he's just missed it. It's left sitting. Backhand comes from Dano. First person to get there is Mike, but Luke's riding hard. They say ride hard. But that's the second bell. And that's going to leave the ball sitting just there for us to start the last chukker of the Copper Cup. So far in the lead, MRH. It was a backwards and forwards tussle for a little while there, but MRH giving themselves a pretty convincing lead in that third chukker. All right, we're looking pretty hot for this last chukker of the Copper Cup. I think this LR hairdressing team is going to come out with some ferocious fire in their belly to get some goals back on the board. They're down 2.5 to this MRH team at the moment, but I can't imagine we're going to see them give up the fight just yet. Ball goes in, and Damo Allport gets a little turnaround. They're not too far away from their goals here. Damo, big ride-off by Dan O'Leary, though, and he's got the ball. Damo, he's not going to give it up easy, though. He's putting the pressure on Dan. Dan's got to get back around so that he can hit the ball. Oh, yes, Damo with a big ride-off. Dan doesn't think that's okay, but the whistle hasn't gone yet. They are hustling, these boys. They're working hard for it. They really want it. Looks like Damo might get the better so far. Oh, but he's not clear yet. Jim Rawlings come through. Damo left the ball there, took the man, and Jim Rawlings has come through. He's just tapping it now. He wants to make sure of this one. He's got a few legs to thread that ball through, has a little shot, and puts it through for the score. Straight out of the gate there for this last chukker. They're going to get this score back up 1 goal at a time. That's the only way you can do it. MRH 6 goals. LR up to 4.5 now. Tightening that gap yet again. They only got to win by a half a goal in this game, which really keeps that pressure on the MRH team. You cannot give up until that last bell goes. Damo yet again having some luck in the lineouts today. Damo Allport gets a drive up. He has Anthony O'Leary taking him on in the ride-off, but Anthony doesn't get that near side backhand, and Damo is still there. He's getting control. There's some, it gets left, and Mike Arthur comes out with the ball. Very nice, Mike Arthur. And Mark Adamson drives it up yet again to Mike Arthur, and Mike Arthur is out in front Oh, just doesn't quite connect, and there's plenty of black players to pick it up. Anthony O'Leary flying down the line, though. He says, that's my line. Thank you very much. I'm coming full pace here. Leaves it for his brother, who sends it up. He tries to get it to Mike Arthur. He does, but Mike doesn't quite get the ball. Anthony comes flying through. There's Jim Rawlings once again, taking him on. Damon Walport gets the hook. Brings it around. Nice little turn out of his grey pony. He's taking control. Oh, he goes for the drive. Doesn't quite get the distance, but the ball's still there for Damo. Mike Arthur, he wants to get it back off him. Damo just trying to decide what he's going to do with it now. He just needs his team to find a clear spot so he can pass that ball up. Beautiful drive up by Damo. Luke's there, but Jim Rawlings is coming flying through with Dan O'Leary on his shoulder. Checks up on the boards. This is not an easy place to get away from this board here. The white team is putting the pressure on. They do not want this black team to get another goal. Damo, beautiful next shot out, and it is right there for Justin Rouse on the grey pony. He's got a couple of taps to goal. He gets the first tap, and it's straight as an arrow through the goals. And that is going to get this LR hairdressing team even closer. Look at the hustle. This is why you never give up. It's not over until that last bell goes. Oh, the fat lady sings, but I won't be doing that until later. How good is this? There's a half a goal back in it now. 6 goals, 5.5. Still in favour of MRH, but this LR team is working their way back up. Dano really wants it now. He knows the pressure is seriously on. This black team could get them. He's flying up towards goal. Damo goes. He goes for the right up. Then he tries the hook. But Dan O'Leary has got the skills that kills. And that is another goal for MRH. Ay caramba. How good is this? This is how you want your finals. It wants to be hard work. It's no fun unless it's hard work. You should come off puffing. 7 goals, 5.5. So we've got a 1.5 in it still. It only takes 2 goals to change all of that for this LR team, though. Indy Bonetto balls the ball in. Mike Arthur gets a lovely shot out of the pack. But Jim Rawlings, woohoo! Look out, Indy. Oh, no. Wasn't happy about that. Sometimes you just get in the way. Oh, Dano is flying off. Dano, he passes up to Mark. Mark says that's mine, but Jim Rawlings gets it anyway. Right off. Ball's sitting there. Ooh, you can tell when they want it. You can tell when they want it when you can throw a blanket over them. Oh, it's a lovely pass out. Mike Arthur was ready for it. No, Mark Adamson. Oh, just pushes it wide. Sigh of relief momentarily for the LR hairdressing team. That would be potentially a tough one to get back from, but we're only 1.5 still. We're only 1.5. There's plenty of time here for this LR hairdressing team. Jim Rawlings comes in off the back line. He's going right again. He's going right and he's going hard to the boards. And that's not an easy place to get back up the field from. But no, he's got this angle a bit better. He's running now. He's running up to the halfway line. He had a man on him, but he's lost that man. And he's going to go for the goal himself, I think. Oh, bad bounce. And Dan O'Leary is ready and waiting for it. Dan O'Leary looks around. He sees his brother. He sees his brother who's out by himself now. Damo wants to stop Dano. But that's left some space clear for this white team. Dano drives it up there. And Jim Rawlings has got 2 white guys to compete with. Anthony misses it, but Mark's there to back him up. Anthony all by himself. That's dangerous. You don't want this guy out by himself. He's had a cracker of a game so far, working hard for his brother. It's left there for Damo Walport. Damo gets a lovely tail backhand. And Jim, oh no, Jim was nearly there, but I didn't see Dano. Dan was there ready and waiting in the right spot at the right time, and he's got control. Oh, the goals are not far away for a man that can hit the ball as big as Dan O'Leary. He just pops it up, though, doesn't get it. Mike Arthur has a little. Mike Arthur goes to save it from the back line, but it is over the back line. Holy moly. Counting down the time here. This black team really needs to get this next goal. Driving shot from Jim Rawlings, and it's gone to the left of the field this time. On the boards again, Mike Arthur. Oh, lovely backhand by Mike Arthur. But it's met by Jim. Jim, another backhand. Bit of ping pong. And the black team, yes, they are heading to goal. Justin Rouse up over the halfway line. Mike Arthur's there. Mike Arthur's got the line this time. Backhand, doesn't quite get it. Anthony O'Leary and Damo Allporter. Oh, it's gone. That's it. That's the last bell. That's game over, guys. Far out. 7 goals, MRH, 5.5 LR Hairdressing. So that makes MRH the winners. Mike Arthur, Mark Adamson, Anthony O'Leary, Dan O'Leary. Absolutely fantastic final for the Copper Cup between those two teams. Not a single player giving up the goose the whole game.